Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. So today we are unpacking something absolutely massive. We're talking about a monumental astrological shift that's going to shape the world and your personal life for an entire year. Mark your calendars for June 2nd, 2026, because that is when Devguru Brihaspati, where the planet Jupiter, makes its grand entrance into the sign of Cancer. This really isn't just some minor planetary movement. This is a highly exalted cosmic event that astrologers literally track years in advance.
Now I know what you're probably wondering. The big question on everyone's mind is what is actually going to change in my life? Like, how will this major cosmic event impact your wealth, your health, your relationships, or your career over the coming year? Well, whether you're currently riding a huge wave of good luck, or maybe you're facing some heavy challenges right now, this transit is going to shake things up. And today, we're going to break down exactly how.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll dive into the cosmic shift itself. Then we'll look at the global impact. After that, we're doing a rapid-fire breakdown of the signs, starting from Aries to Virgo, and then Libra to Pisces. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with your spiritual toolkit.
All right, let's jump right into part one, the cosmic shift and what it means for Jupiter to be exalted.
To really understand your personal forecast, we first have to look at the cosmic mechanics behind the scenes. Devguru Brihaspati is entering the fourth house of the Kal Purush, which is the cosmic zodiac. And there's just this beautifully rich mythological metaphor behind this exaltation. You see, why is Jupiter considered exalted, or Ucha, in Cancer? Well, Jupiter represents the ninth house of the father, and its highest, most pure form is the cosmic father, Shiva. Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, represents the fourth house. That's the ultimate home of nurturing, right? It's the domain of the cosmic mother, Parvati. So think about it like this. When the highest form of the father steps into the nurturing home of the mother, it creates a state of absolute completeness. It's perfection. And when you have everything, what do you naturally want to do? You want to give. So this transit creates a massive, boundless desire to give back, to expand, and to really nurture those around you.
Moving right along to part two, global impact. Let's look at what we can expect worldwide.
Because, this isn't just about us individually. The global ripple effect of Jupiter's expansion is going to be huge. Let's take agriculture and real estate, for example. Because Jupiter is the literal planet of growth, we're looking at a global expansion in assets, way better crops, and very favorable rains. Now, in terms of governance, Jupiter aspects the 10th house of leadership. So expect governments worldwide to suddenly start receiving, and hey, maybe even actually listening to, guidance from some highly intelligent advisors and gurus. Meanwhile, Jupiter's aspect on the 8th house means we're going to see massive progress in research, the hidden sciences, and the occult. It's a really deep time for discovery. And finally, commodities drawn from beneath the earth, things like iron, oil, and steel, they could see a serious business boom, which means their prices are likely to shoot up.
Okay, part 3. Let's get personal and dive into the first 6 signs, from Aries through Virgo.
Now, as we go through these, keep in mind you can look at this from the perspective of your moon sign or your ascendant. Both totally apply here. Okay, starting with Aries. If you're in Aries, this is a phenomenal time for expanding your assets. We are talking new real estate, getting a new car, or doing some major home renovations. Plus, Jupiter's aspect is going to give you massive, much-needed relief from the heavy pressure of Saturn's 7.5-year cycle. Just, keep a close eye on your health, and please don't let your expenses completely spiral out of control. For Taurus, Jupiter is passing through your 3rd house. This is absolutely brilliant for media, communication, career promotions, and even marriage. Though you might find yourself packing your bags for a lot more short trips than usual. And for Gemini, with Jupiter moving through your 2nd house, this transit is all about wealth and family joy. You're actually going to find it surprisingly easy to secure short-term loans if you need them. But, and this is a pretty big but, you really must watch your breathing and nasal health during this time.
Moving right along to Cancer. Look, this transit is happening right in your 1st house. That is incredible. It's a wonderful period for extreme luck, sparks of romance, and pretty much anything related to children. It is an incredibly expansive, open time. The only caution here is mental tension. You really have to learn the art of just letting go. Now, for Leo, Jupiter is moving through your 12th house. You're definitely going to see a spike in your expenses, but the good news is that these are productive expenses. We're talking about buying a home, upgrading a car, or investing in some amazing foreign travel. Just make sure you consciously control that spending and monitor your health pretty closely.
Now, hang on a second. I want to pause our rapid-fire rundown just for a moment to talk about the number 12. Because if you are a Virgo, I need you to pay very, very close attention right now. This transit is the absolute best window of opportunity you are going to see in an entire 12-year cycle.
Seriously, the crucial point for Virgos is that Jupiter is transiting your 11th house, which is the house of gains. You are staring down a multifold boost in your income and wealth. If you happen to be in the finance, medical, or legal fields, prepare for a truly exceptional year. And it's not just you. You're going to see fantastic gains for your siblings and your friends too. Plus, with Jupiter's aspect falling on your 5th and 7th houses, your self-expression is going to be totally off the charts, and the chances of marriage or a deeply romantic connection are incredibly high. It is just a phenomenal time to be a Virgo.
All right, shifting gears to part 4, Libra through Pisces, the final 6 signs of the zodiac.
For Libra, Jupiter is sitting comfortably in your 10th house, so get ready for a major career boom. It's also a fantastic time to buy or sell property at a premium. However, you do need to be a bit cautious about your mother's health, watch out for random stomach issues, and absolutely avoid taking on any new loans right now. Scorpio, welcome to your golden era. This is happening in your 9th house, and the biggest benefit here is finding a truly life-changing mentor. You'll also see massive improvements in your self-grooming and personality, and yes, a beautiful spark of romance. The best part, the negatives for Scorpio are very, very minimal here. Sagittarius, transiting your 8th house, you stand to gain heavily from an inheritance, deep research, or maybe finally buying that house you've had your eye on. Just remember to drive carefully, and much like Libra, keep a close eye on your mother's health.
Capricorn. With Jupiter in your 7th house, you are looking at some serious progression in both your career and your marriage. Your social image is about to get a massive, undeniable boost. But here is your stern warning. You have to avoid ego and overconfidence at all costs. Exalted Jupiter demands humility. If you start thinking you're too perfect to improve, you will definitely stumble. Aquarius. Jupiter is transiting your 6th house. You are right on track for a job promotion and, finally, defeating those old, lingering litigations or court cases that have been dragging on. But you must stay vigilant regarding your health, any hidden enemies, and especially toxic office politics. Just don't engage in the drama. It's not worth it.
And finally, we arrive at Pisces. Oh man, prepare for some massive relief from Sadisati. If you've been feeling that heavy, restrictive weight of Saturn lately, Jupiter's transit into your 5th house is going to feel like a massive breath of fresh, exalted air.
This 5th house transit is just brilliant for anything related to children, a new romance, and pure, joyful self-expression. You are going to feel this very deep pull towards spirituality, satsang, and religious travel. Your income is definitely set to increase, particularly with gains coming in from foreign lands or international connections. You might even find yourself upgrading and moving to a much better house. Honestly, the only practical caution here is to slightly watch your leg and stomach health. Keep those in check, and you are looking at an incredibly positive year.
Okay, let's bring it all together with Part 5, the Spiritual Toolkit. These are basically your practical remedies for success. Look, astrology isn't just about sitting around waiting for things to happen to you. It's about actively working with the cosmic energy. So here's how you can build a highly practical daily practice for 2026. Because Jupiter is in Cancer, which is the house of the mother goddess Parvati, Devi worship is exceptionally effective right now. Step 1. If you're facing any wealth issues, our source strongly recommends chanting the Argala Stoltram. Step 2. For health problems, chanting the Devi Kavach acts like a protective shield. Step 3. If your career is feeling stuck despite all this good transit energy, combine the Hanuman Chalisa with Om Namah Shivaya. And Step 4. For general peace and just aligning yourself with this specific cosmic energy, chanting Om Chandrasekharaya Nama is incredibly powerful right now. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this final, truly powerful combined chant from our source material, Om Parvati Pateye Namah, Har Har Mahadev. By invoking both the Cosmic Mother and the Cosmic Father together during this transit, the spiritual benefit is said to literally multiply tenfold. This transit is all about completeness. It's about finding that perfect, beautiful balance of growth and nurturing. So as we get closer to June 2, 2026, I want you to ask yourself, how will you harness this boundless energy to expand your own life? And even more importantly, what will you choose to give back to the world? Thank you so much for tuning into this explainer, and we will catch you next time.